Testes. 1, 2, 3.
3?
I got 3 of them.
Yeah, 3 testicles. Testicles, breasticles, put them in a popsicle.
That made no sense at all. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Metal Hour, episode 11.
Oh yeah. 2 ones.
1-1, make a wish.
It's 2.
Man, I am Dominic Guard, and next to me is my man.
As you know,
always the ginger, Mr. Wolf Chest.
Zach Hart.
Zach Hart, ladies and gentlemen. Not just Wolf Chest now, the birds, too. Bird and Raven Chest. I don't...
Raven Chest! Sounds like I'm part of some Harry Potter book.
You got, like, bird chest. That's not...
I'm a bird chest.
You got freaking bird chest.
Call me Totem.
There you go.
I'm not full yet, but I will be.
Oh, man. If you guys can't tell, I want to start out by saying I'm getting over something right now, so...
The clap.
Yeah, right? No, it's the freaking cold that's going around because Florida doesn't know how to handle cold, and neither do the residents. So we're like, what is this, below 70? I don't know.
Dude, it's been like... I think the lowest it hit was like 30s, like 2 nights ago.
Well, right now, outside, it's like...
windshield,
it's like 40 degrees or something like that.
52.
I bet all these northerners are like, casuals. Oh, yeah? Deal with our 100-plus degree summer, punks.
Yeah,
anyway,
deal with our humidity.
Anyway, come down here and see what it's like. I own you. But... yeah, so I'm gonna be talking like this pretty much the whole entire time. I'm not contagious, so Zach is okay.
I'm in the clear, guys.
Zach's alright. It's
safe.
Everything's already done. This is just the aftermath of like NyQuil, DayQuil, Claritin, orange juice, Zyrtec, any medicine you possibly can think of. I am on it right now. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better. And
he looks good too.
I feel like I look like crap, dude.
Nah, dude, you look like $1,000,000
pesos. You're like, you're not as good as $1,000,000, but you're not as bad.
You're like $100,000, not a real $100,000, the candy bar.
Hey, I like those, dude. I don't mess up $100,000, man.
For real.
Oh man, but hey,
there's people that don't know what the fuck those are.
$100,000. If you guys don't know what $100,000 is, go to your store right now
and buy one.
What is it, like a pretzel mixed with like
rice crunch,
rice,
chocolate, caramel?
Yeah, it's
pretzel.
Good. No, pretzels take 5.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Anyway, okay, we're not here to talk about candy. We're here to talk about music.
True.
All right, so
it is the Metal Hour.
Yeah, absolutely, and we had a really big topic about the concert we just went into.
It was fucking legendary.
It was amazing, but we're going to get into that a little later because we're going to go for like freaking hours on that.
Oh, yeah.
All the good, all the bad.
And the ugly.
Ooh, there was a lot of ugly.
Dude, I'm going to be real. I got pissed.
I got a little upset, and you'll know why in a little bit, so just stick around.
We might even do a little segment of moshing fucking etiquette.
Oops, Zach is pissed.
Because someone might need this.
And
not soloing anyone out. Fucking beanie ass, fucking bald beard man, fucking piece
that
of shit.
Dude with the dreads that I almost ripped out. Okay,
dreads.
But anyways, we're gonna get into that later. And we met some really cool people too.
Amazing people. Some bands.
We met some band members and
got little small interviews with them.
We get a little bit of a small interview, man. But hey, let's get right into it. Speaking of, concerts we went to, since we'll talk about later, let's talk about the concerts coming up next year. Because
2020, man. Since
it's December, not a lot is really going on. In December, there's not really that many big concerts in general because, everyone wants to be with their families and the tour is ending. A bunch of tours are ending usually in December. So any tour that you heard of probably is already at the end of it.
Yeah.
So, but because of the end, there's also a beginning of some new tours coming out.
And it's not only just the beginning. It's the start of a new decade.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, the start of this new decade, it's starting out pretty heavy.
I mean,
It seems dope.
Let's start with the one I'm probably most excited for, and that's Ginger. actually. Tatiana, one of the best female metal vocalists out there and right now.
Oh, hell
If you guys don't know Ginger, it's Jinjer.
No G's.
No G's. Go check them out. Tell them Mallour sent you. And Tatiana, she
slams, man.
She slams, man. People are like, "Oh, it's a female vocalist. I bet she's gonna be really screechy." And
bruh, her lows are fucking.
She's
gnarly.
got monstrous lows, dude. Like for real,
She's
dude.
gnarly.
I like her, and big respect because it shows a lot of people that females are starting to come up
in the
metal community.
It's hard to compete in an industry that is dominated by male.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be real. I'm not a feminist. I'm not anything like that. But I mean, I respect everyone equally.
Yeah.
But in regards to metal, the metal scene, the rock scene, is a scene that has been honestly, truly dominated by
males.
male individuals for a long time. And there has been some successful female vocalists and female bands, but like it's
like they
don't stand out as much as males.
The only big. Probably the biggest female-led band in metal would probably be Evanescence.
Evanescence, yeah,
is definitely
the female rock. Also, female rock. I mean, you also have like Paramore,
yeah,
like Flyleaf, stuff like that. A lot of good female bands, but those are like those bands that
they kind of fell off.
They fell off and they stopped.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with Ginger. I have seen no falling off. I've only seen fucking climbing. Clawing her way to the top, and I mean, it's getting to the point where Ginger, the band Ginger, is no longer a band that not a lot of people don't know anymore.
They know all of them.
A lot of people are starting to know who the fuck they are.
Yeah,
because they're making a fucking name for themselves.
And just it's not just Tatiana, but that's probably what brings people to them. I look towards the rest of the band members, because
a vocalist is only as good as the band.
Usually, she's great and she's phenomenal because she is female and a beautiful female. I might add, she's very pretty. She's very beautiful. People are more drawn towards that, and so they only really focus on her. Nah, the guitarist, the bassist, the drummer.
Drummer's a monster.
They got a brand new drummer, and dude looks like the lead singer from Meshuggah. Yeah. By the way, so I just wanted to get the Meshuggah face on, just, But all of them together, they connect, they play well, and they make the sound that is. They help her, and she helps them. It's a perfect blend of music.
It is. It's like a good salsa with some nice crispy chips.
It's like a like a pesos. What's that salsa? But anyway, it's
Tostitos.
It's a Tostitos chunky salsa, medium, with Tostitos hint of lime chips.
Amen, brother.
That's where it hits. Tatiana and Ginger
with a little guac, little fucking cheese,
some of that queso warmed up. Boy, tell you
talk
what.
About an orgy in your taste buds, more like an orgy in your earbuds.
I love it. But we're not only here to talk about them, but who they're touring with. Actually, they got a couple other names which I can't fully remember.
I was stoked to see who the fuck they're touring with.
Would you like to tell them who they're touring with?
Well, first off, it's fucking Suicide Silence.
Yeah.
Like, Ginger and Suicide Silence?
And that goes to show how big that she's coming up. Is because if you're touring with one of the top, metal bands out right now, and just in general with the track record that Suicide Silence has, you're doing freaking good.
For real, and let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Suicide Silence is one of those bands that's been around for a long time. Suicide Silence was a band that was came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
fucking heavy. Their original singer Mitch Lucker was a god among men.
His vocals were
above his time.
Exactly.
They were past his time.
What I liked about it too is because with his vocals during the early 2000s, when they came out in 06, 07, around that time.
Yeah.
That's when the big screamo scene was coming out. Which, no disrespect, I listened to it. You listened to it.
I did.
There's nothing wrong with that,
I mean, everyone loved the Mice Men. Everyone loved
Alexandria, Attack Attack.
Attack.
I still love this man. Color Morale.
The Word Alive.
I Set to Kill.
I Set to Kill.
I See Stars. Escape the Fate. Falling in Reverse. All that stuff.
I wrestled a bear once.
I butter my toast with butter. I butter my bread with butter.
Yeah.
I wrestled a bear once. I set my friends on fire. Just stuff like that. During that scene where it was kind of more of a whiny, screechy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mitch Lucker came out. Yeah, with the feminine feel to it. Mitch Lucker came out with these brutal,
and rocked the
demonic, like evil, just lows that nobody's ever heard of.
No, granted, there was metal was around, like death metal stuff was around during this time, but it was so fucking underground.
Yeah.
That literally. It was a very small select people who actually knew, listened to, and was familiar with the bands. And when I say death metal, I'm talking about what we know today as metal.
Yeah.
Like, back then, it wasn't at all popular.
No, it was...
When you hear metal, you think of classic metal. You think of, like, newer school metal. The Screamo came out, and it started giving the way for the death metal bands to be like, okay, people are starting to warm up. Let's fucking slam their fucking eardrums.
Right.
And Mitch Lucker was like, I volunteer as tribute. I'm going to go ahead and kill all these pestilent kids and raise them up to be my fucking demonic folk and spread my demonic glory to fucking metal heaven.
And he did.
He did. And look at what we have today.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, his fucking soul.
I mean, I believe that he really paved a way for bands nowadays.
He really did. He invented his own signature move without even trying.
The Lucker Stomp, man.
Exactly.
And now people imitate it every time. And if you ain't...
Heavy breakdown.
If you ain't hitting it good, then you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when we went and saw Whitechapel and Carfax, I was Lucker stomping so hard that my leg locked up and I couldn't fucking walk. It hurt so bad. But on top of Suicide Silence, they're also touring with another band.
Okay.
And the band is called Tooth Grinder.
I've heard the name.
I've listened to maybe one or two of their songs, but it's been a minute, so I can't really give my honest opinion about the band because I'm not too familiar with them.
But I'm sure if they're touring with the likes of Ginger and
Suicide Silence,
they should be able to hold their own.
Oh, yeah.
And
I mean, I'm going to be real. We're talking about Suicide Silence. Mitch Lucker is dead. Their new singer, Eddie. It's very controversial. A lot of people are torn with it. I'm going to be real. Now, since he stopped trying to imitate Mitch Lucker and he's doing his own thing, they're doing pretty damn good.
I think what it was is he knew that coming into it after All Shall Perish, which All Shall Perish was a really good band back in the day. One of the bands that were getting brought up because of Suicide Silence. They're no longer together anymore, which is of course obvious because Eddie's in Suicide Silence. But I think there was so much pressure on him because he needed to basically...
He was feeling like shoes that were not his size.
No. He was basically like a little kid trying to fit in clown shoes. There was you're not going to be able to do it.
You can't... Mitch Lucker was a legend. Mitch Lucker paved a way and he left a legacy. A well-known, renowned, respected legacy. And it's a great honor that they asked for him to come in and take his place after all those years. I mean... Much respect to him because they recognized his talent and asked him. Yeah. And kudos to him, but it was also a double-edged sword because now since he's in there, the fans, the people, they're expecting.
They want you to be like, okay.
They're expecting a certain criteria, and because it's someone different, they're expecting it to be surpassed. Yes. They're expecting to be
better. Like, we want you to either match or do better than what he's doing.
And he tried to match.
He didn't
do his own thing.
And he tried to forcefully bring in cleans to death metal. Yeah. Which is what I think it was a good idea and a good concept, but you try to force it. Yeah. You can't force it. You have to ease into it. That's what... And, of course, here we go. That's what Whitechapel did with freaking when a demon defiles a witch. Because this happened probably like a year or so after, what was the name of the song that they tried to do cleans over Suicide Silence? Doris. Doris. This is like a year or so after Doris came out. And Whitechapel came out with When a Demon Defiles a Witch off of their The Valley record, which is a solid record. I bought it. I still buy records if I love the band that much. I still buy them.
You know what I wish I could start doing? This is off topic. Don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to get a vinyl player I want to start collecting vinyls.
Do it, dude.
Of all kinds. It's expensive, but I feel like it'd be fucking cool.
Get it, man.
But then again, I feel like it would just collect space, collect dust, and I would never, ever use them.
I mean, my parents got a vinyl record player, and we still throw some stuff on, man. It's pretty good.
You know what? You just made my decision. I'm going to do it.
Get it?
2020, guys. Zach's going to start a vinyl collection.
There you go. You hear it right here, right now. Man, Christmas and birthdays for you are going to be a lot easier now.
For real. For real.
Excuse me. But anyway, when it comes to when a demon defiles a witch, it goes. Phil Bozeman proved that you can do cleans in metal, but you have to do them right. You can't just instantly be like, okay, well, where'd that come from? We didn't expect that. No. You got to ease into it. And then that whole album, when he released Hickory Creek, when it was an all clean song, it blew up. It was a freaking phenomenal song because even though it was still cleans, it still had the heavy and dark lyrics behind it. And, of course, the help of Alex, Ben, Zach, and all of them, and Gabe and whatnot, help, bring that heaviness out with unheavy vocals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, I know there was a lot of bands who were kind of thinking about toying with doing cleans. Like, I remember, Thy Art Is Murder talked about it.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. I'm glad they didn't.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I heard C.J. McMahon one time in like a video I saw. He was doing cleans to like talk to a kid who's just getting into metal about like, you got to keep your tempos. This is how you warm up. He was like, ha 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 ha, like all these clean. And he's all right. He's not bad, but definitely screaming is his forte.
My drink's empty.
Are you out of drink?
I'm out of drink. Guys, this is a crime.
You'll be alright.
I have no drink.
It'll be okay.
But that is a show that I am pretty excited for.
Yeah.
Now, another show that's coming up in 2020.
When we're talking about Screamo bands and whatnot.
And when we're talking about Screamo bands, this one, it's a very interesting combination of Screamo bands.
Yeah.
Because it's like different era, styles, and times, and vocal styles of Screamo. And it's the We Came as Romans show in 2020 that's coming out in March.
We Came as Romans, Devil Wears Prada, Gideon, and there's one other band I don't remember.
Dayseeker.
Okay.
Dayseeker.
I think I've heard of Dayseeker. I think they're pretty good too.
I've seen them live actually. I've seen them live with the Amity Affliction. I feel like I always butcher their name. And
Amity Affliction.
Which
those guys are really good.
I'm not gonna lie. They were actually the very first concert I've ever seen.
Really?
First concert I've ever been to that wasn't like a religious concert or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. My parents were religious. I was raised in church and everything. And if I went to something, it was like that.
Like a Night of Joy.
Yeah, Rock the Universe, Wonder Jam, all that shit.
Yeah.
First actual rock show. It was Amity Affliction.
There you go.
Silverstein.
Taking it back. Jeez.
Hardest.
Okay.
Secrets.
All right.
Dayseeker.
Yep.
And some local band.
Mm.
That I have no idea who the fuck they are. Legendary show.
Yeah.
Oh. Headliner of that band, headliner of that show as well, I forgot to mention, was Blessed to Fall.
Okay.
Because that was, because I remember this like it was yesterday, because when I saw them, it was the announcement of their new album coming out, Hallowed Bodies, and they played their first single before it got released on air, Hallowed Bodies, and it fucking slammed.
I like it, dude. But that concert's actually gonna be pretty interesting. I might toy with the idea of going to it.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna try. Just for the sole purpose of We Came as Romans.
Yeah.
Because like out of all of them, I like them all, but We Came as Romans. They're not my favorite band, but there's a very, very, very important special part of me that has a place for them because they really helped me through a certain time in my life. Yeah. And I fuck with them hard. Yeah,
I mean, definitely, especially because I used to listen to them and Devil Wears Prada a lot back when back in middle school when I was just starting to get into the scene, And I was like, man, these guys. The mammoth, yep. Yeah. Then I go look back at the worst part. I'm like, dude, that guy's destroying his voice.
Obliterated his voice.
He's like, he's doing all dry throats.
Bro, I bet when he talks normally, he sounds like a carny trying to get you to buy a fucking balloon or something. Hey, get your girlfriend to buy a game here, bitch.
He probably sounds like me right now, all congested. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, what is up with all that?
Fucking insane.
But, I mean, so I'm pretty excited about that one, but we also do have something coming up that's been gone for a little while.
5 years, dude.
It's been gone for 5 years, and it's the return of the Mayhem Fest.
Mayhem Fest.
Yep, pretty much, dude. Like, it's
sponsored by Rockstar Energy.
Of course, it's gotta be.
But yeah, it's been gone for what, 5 fucking years?
5-year hiatus.
And like out of nowhere, they announced a tour on that they're coming back on Instagram with a picture of Rocky Balboa.
Right.
And I was like, that's fucking cool.
But there hasn't been any lineups mentioned yet. So we don't know who's going to be there. I'm sure it's going to be like, those average bands like A7X, maybe Metallica, Disturbed.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw like fucking Five Finger Death.
Five Finger, Shinedown, which, can we talk real quick how people need to respect Shinedown a lot more as a band than they really are? Because I feel like they do not get as much appreciation as they do. Shinedown
was a great song.
Shinedown is a phenomenal band. They're still.
Am I thinking of the right band?
I don't think you're thinking of
Bush.
No, I think you're thinking of. I don't know. I don't think so.
I feel like they have a song called Bush.
I think you might be wrong, but
Shinedown. Yeah.
No, they're Shinedown is freaking Boomlay, Sound of Madness.
Click. No, I'm just kidding.
That's Saliva. No, that's POD.
Wow.
Listen. But anyway,
that's Pod, bro. It's fucking Pod.
But listen, people gotta respect Shinedown more, man. I freaking love Shinedown. 45, Simple Man. Oh, yeah. Like, come on.
Now, speaking of which, though, I'm gonna read to you guys an article about this Mayhem Fest that's been going on. So, in regards to this, it was on a 5-year hiatus, and the reason why it stopped is because in 2015, with their headliners of Slayer and King Diamond, it was the lowest turnout that anyone's ever gotten. Granted, if you keep in mind, 2015, it was a critical point for financially for a lot of people, because there was a lot of things going on in that matter. So I wasn't surprised that it was as low of a turnout as it was. It was a bad year for everybody. Yeah. But in regards to that, they went on a 5-year hiatus, and a little snippet of an interview with Kevin Lehman, who is a Warped Tour guru, a tour fanatic, like who helps promote tours and stuff. Yeah. Came out and said, even though that King, Slayer, and Diamond, it was extremely low. He called metal gray, bald, and flat, claiming that the metal community is unable to take a step backwards and bring the entire scene forwards. Mm-hmm. Went on saying, it was the same thing with punk rock, but Bad Religion was the people who actually were able to do that and bring the entire scene forwards and make punk rock what it is today. Right. If you ask me, punk rock to me, it's still there, but it's not what it used to be. Right. Yeah. A lot with the new generations, everyone's taste changes. Mm-hmm. It's always going to happen. With metal, everyone has this one idea of metal, but metal is not just one thing. Metal is a lot of things. Metal isn't only just metal, but metal's through a lot of people. Metal is basically like, if you look at a computer, it's a folder with a bunch of subfolders. Mm-hmm. Metal is the entire genre, because it's always something metal: death metal, black metal, aggressive metal, acid metal, groove metal, funk metal.
Yeah,
didgeridoo metal. Well,
hey, we need to get that going.
Yeah, for real. But anyways, it's like you said, it's a folder with a bunch of subfolders. But, you know, later on in this interview, as he was going, he later on took a step back and, you know, he apologized, which you're not forgiven, by the way. You know, you don't call metal great, bold, and flat. Fuck you.
But you don't
like. I mean, you. I get you're angry, but if you're gonna vent, don't do it in an interview. Don't let people know that you're gonna be mashing on, because you know people take that offensively. I'm gonna be honest. Yes, as a whole, metal is very, very one-tracked and very set on how they are. They won't conform.
Right.
And that's what makes metal. Is the fact that they won't conform. That they will stay true to what metal is.
Right.
Yes, we'll have like different genres, but that is how we progress.
Right.
You know, we're not gonna change what we know as metal as it is. We'll create new types of metal, but we ain't gonna change what we are.
No, because that's the thing I like about metal is that a lot of people don't see it's so versatile. It's so different. There's something for everybody when it comes to, you know, stuff that plays nowadays. But don't get me wrong, some stuff nowadays, not even metal, just pop or punk or whatever it is, some of it's not bad. There's some I kind of like. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. But it seems like the message that's being brought out nowadays, especially to, you know, people our age, younger youth, teens and stuff like that, is all about drugs, money, sex.
Same bullshit.
Every song is the exact same. Like, oh, I just smashed your girl while drinking this bottle and while throwing hundreds on her. And people are like, and people put that in commercials. They put that in TV. They put that everywhere because that's what the norm is, and that's what's deemed okay. To where metal is put and hidden away because it's like, oh, it's devil worship. It's you can't even hear what they're saying. But if you break down the lyrics and you break down the melodicism, everything, it's all about uplifting. It's all about, hey, I've been through the same thing. You're not alone. I've done drugs. Some of it, yeah,
and dismemberment. But
I'm not going to say all of it.
It does have somewhat of a good message.
Yeah.
Even the satanic bands, like you were saying, deep down there is a core message in there that is saying, hey, you're not fucking alone. I had the same sick, fucked up thoughts you do. Sometimes, you know, I even think about, you know, shooting up a school or killing my parents, stuff like that. Granted, I'm just being honest, you know, we all have some sick thoughts. I'm not saying that I'm doing that. Disclaimer, I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. But, like, we all have some sick thoughts. And, you know, other people have it worse than others. And, you know, with these bands, you know, yes, they have some dark influences, but there is a powerful message behind it.
Right.
And it's a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah.
You know, it is literally the eyes for the blind. It is the sense of touch for the sense, like the senseless, you know. It's like it's literally the light in the dark.
Like I've seen a lot of things, especially on like YouTube in the comments section, that said like enter whatever song, this saved my life. You know, this is, you know, I listen to these lyrics every day. They got me through rehab. They got me through, you know, breakup. They got me through, you know, family divorce or whatever. You know, but that by society and people and everybody else is deemed evil. How is, you know, being uplifted and being brought out of, you know, your personal darkness evil? That's what I'm saying.
Because people fear what they don't understand.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Because they don't understand how people can... Because this is all what people think. They hear someone screaming. They can't take the time out to really listen to what they're saying. All they can focus on is the fact that they're yelling in a microphone.
Yeah.
And that's all they're focusing on, is the fact that that one person is just yelling in a microphone. They don't care what he's saying. They don't care what message and what powerful the music. They're just so focused on the fact that this individual is yelling in a microphone and it's obscene to them.
Yeah.
And that's all they get. They don't look past it. They don't try to listen to what they're saying because they get thrown off by the yelling, and that they're just like, no, I don't understand this. This is bad. And because of that, they marked it down. They fucking, you know, put a label on it that it's demonic, that it's satanic. Granted, yes, there's some demonic satanic influences, but like you can't say rap, pop, shit like that. There isn't some demonic influences in that too.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, let's take fucking Beyonce and shit like that. Like back in like 2015, 14, 16, somewhere around there, with her, you know, her fucking Super Bowl performance where it was so controversial because of the fucking Illuminati bullshit that's going around. Yeah. You can't tell me, like, let's be real here, you know, yeah, we got some satanic cults, but the Illuminati is one of those inner circle cults, man. Yeah. Like, we don't talk about it because everyone's like, Illuminati, is it real, is it fake? Bro, who gives a fuck? Right. You know, it's this idea that people have, and it has a label on it that is bad, you know. If it's and like, but no one took the time to understand it. How do we know if the Illuminati's bad? For all we know, the Illuminati could be a fucking community of people who are trying to help save us. Right. Same thing with metal music. They don't take the time to understand what they're saying. They just think it's bad. But these people are trying to give a message to the generation that can't, you know, understand themselves and be like, hey, you're not alone. We've been through the same shit. Listen to us. We'll help you get through this shit, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not alone, bro.
Like, I remember the first time I got into the screamo scene is because, surprisingly, I was at a Wednesday night youth thing. Yeah, we both went to church. You know, it is what it is. But there's a guy.
That's why we like metal.
Yeah. There was a guy there who, you know, Wednesday night's like super casual, just about fun, hanging out, and yada, yada, yada.
Youth group, man.
Yeah. And so there's a guy there who was wearing an Axie Alexandria shirt. And I kept looking at it. I was like, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? So I was sitting on my computer one day, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna see what it is. And I looked it up, and the song of Prophecy came up. And so I was like, okay, so I press play, and it starts going, and then Danny Warsharp starts hitting with his, da 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 da, you know, and I instantly stopped it. I was like, okay, whoa, that was a lot, okay. And I'll be honest, at first I was like a little taken back. I was kind of like scared of this. I was like, okay, that's weird. Now here's where my life could have taken two different directions. I could have been like, I ain't never listened to that again. That was crazy, that was creepy, that was dark.
Like 75% of most people.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, hold on. Part of me was kind of like, okay, that was kind of cool. You know, okay, let's listen to it. Let's listen to the whole thing. And I listened to the whole thing, and I kept that thing on repeat. So I'm like, this is freaking good. And then I was like, ooh, what's this over in the suggestions? We came as Romans. Okay, boom. Ooh, what's this? You know, freaking Escape the Fate. Okay, boom. You know, what's this? Oh, boom. You know, and then it goes up the ladder.
It grows and grows, and it's a beautiful fucking thing.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know?
Beautiful fucking thing.
But I think we ranted on that a lot. So, just to cover what we said, Ginger tour with Suicide Silence is coming up. We came as Romans, Devil Wears Prada, Gideon, and what was the other one? Tooth Grinder.
And
Mayhem Fest coming back.
Mayhem. Oh wait, Tooth Grinders with Ginger, Day Seekers with
Day Seekers with We Came as Romans, Tooth Grinders with Suicide Silence.
Yeah.
Excuse us. And so before we get moving on to the concert, which is going to be like probably one of the biggest things, and we're going to get pissed, we're going to get sad.
I'm going to get very emotional, guys.
Zach might cry, but
I might cry and be mad at the same time.
I think we should start from when we're waiting outside to when we get in our cars.
I got you.
Okay. But first, I want to hit with the New Blood real quick, because I'm just only going to do one. I think we're only going to do one right now because it's going to lead into something else real quick. Then we're going to get into our concert. But I just saw this in the suggestions on our YouTube, actually. It was a band called Bad Omens, and the song was Dethroned. Which I'm like, okay, this seems interesting. And what got me was the thumbnail is the guy like covered in clay and like with like a black background. He was like screaming. I'm like, okay, this seems pretty wicked. Let's boop. And we started playing it, and the music hits hard. Like the rhythm of it and just the flow of it is very, very smooth and very like in your face. I love the rhythm guitar where it's just kind of chugging the whole entire time. I'm like, that's freaking sick. But the thing that got me the most about it was the music video. And the music video was very Cannibal influenced. Oh, you know, kind of like Kong Skull Island Cannibal.
Oh, yeah. The Green Inferno type shit going on in that bitch.
Which I thought, man, this video is pretty dang brutal. And so I wanted to bring up to you, and even to you guys too, leave it down in the comments or message us or whatever, what you think is the most brutal music video that you've seen, excluding Infinite Annihilator's Blasphemin', because that is the darkest, most disturbing video I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty dark, guys. It's pretty fucked
Hey, check it out if you want. 7 minutes of what? And so
7 minutes of what?
So I want to ask you, what do you think, in your opinion, so far that you've seen, is probably one of the more brutal music videos in general? What do you got?
Probably dying fetus, infant mother or something like that.
Yeah.
So I can't remember the actual name of the song.
Is that the one where it's a lyric video and it's the guy just like cutting a lady open or something like that? Yeah.
Cutting her open and like killing the baby that's inside her and all. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole shebang.
The moral of the song is about a mother who is pregnant that doesn't care about a child and continues to use and get fucked up and ultimately killing herself with the baby, but the baby doesn't die and like something does, if I'm not mistaken, like kills her. It's really weird, very twisted.
It's a dying fetus song.
It's a dying fetus song. It's good though.
Yeah, I think mine's gonna be a little bit more unexpected. It's not gonna be a death metal. Actually,
I was expecting to say Whitechapel.
No, Whitechapel, actually, the only really brutal video from Whitechapel is Let Me Burn, where the guy is kind of like killing himself.
Yeah.
And like just killed his family, told his daughter to set him on fire. Yeah. That's really the most brutal video that they have.
That's true.
Where the new videos that they have are more emotionally brutal. You're like, oh god.
In the feels.
You know. Oh, actually, excuse me. I was wrong earlier when I said that Whitechapel started trying to do cleans or ease into cleans with Demon Defiles Witch. It was actually Bring Me Home off of their Mark of the Blade album when he was talking about his dad. That was on me. I apologize. I just corrected myself there. And anyway, my song or my video is Disturbed's The Asylum.
Bro,
remember that where the dude's walking through the asylum and the butcher, and there's that butcher who's always around trying to put him in the stew.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
And it's just like
next to that would be Animal with the fucking cannibal lady.
Yeah, that whole thing was Disturbed, for being as beautiful as they are, has some dark videos.
To be real, not a lot of things disturb me, but cannibalism is one of those things that disturb me. Anything dealing with eating another human being, I'm just like, you're like, that's gonna be a no for me, dog.
I don't know. Nah, gonna be a no for me, dog.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
I don't know, dog. Like
memeing.
But freaking The Asylum by Disturbed is not only a solid song and a solid album, but the music video is dark, and I don't even think YouTube has it on there anymore. No, I think they took it down because of how brutal it was.
It was fucked up.
But of course, really there's some other YouTube channels that brought it back up.
Oh yeah,
like a bunch of fans and whatnot, which respect.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like because originally you know how YouTube is. They constantly keep changing their policies and everything, and they want to be PC with everything.
Yeah. No,
but but if you guys have any music videos that are fucking brutal and you want to share with us, leave it down in the comments.
Or email us, do whatever. Hit us up on Facebook.
You can. I've given you guys my social media. You can always shoot me up with some social media. You know how that is. Give me your suggestions.
Oh yeah.
It'd be cool if you're not. My social media is One Thing for Everything. It's Voltsound, VOLTSOUND.
Yep.
Other than that, yeah.
That's it. But hey, let's talk about the one thing I know we all want to talk about.
I gotta stand up real quick. Yes!
Are we getting ready?
It's game time!
Alright, so I actually got there a lot earlier than I expected to, which I was super happy about. And
got there before it fucking opened, bro.
Yeah, I did. Actually, and luckily you guys got in line before
the masses flowed in.
Oh yeah.
Normally, I'm gonna be real. Normally, I get to a show an hour and a half before.
Yeah.
Because I know how it gets.
Yeah.
I was worried because we got there like 30, 40 minutes before 5 o'clock when doors are supposed to open.
Yeah.
And I was expecting to see a huge line.
It's
not a lot of people.
5-10 people.
5, maybe 15.
Yeah.
Maybe 15 people. And then literally within like few minutes later, it wrapped around the building.
The whole swarm came.
Fucking it was just like they were all in one giant bus eating food, and like, all right, guys, let's go to the show.
So let's do it. Everyone out. Go, 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 go.
And you know how shows are. They say doors open at 5. They really at 6.
Yeah, right.
Fucking leaving us out there in that wind chill.
It was getting cold, man.
Yeah, dude, the wind. It was cold, but the wind made it worse.
Oh, yeah. And then I met your friend, Neff.
My dog, Neff. Yo, so she's really fucking cool, man.
If you want my honest, I thought Neff was a dude. Not when I met him, but when you said their name, I was like, all right, I was expecting a guy, and I was like, oh, no, that's a girl. All right.
Dude. She's fucking cool, man. She just got a new little 2016 or 19 Honda Rebel. It's a fucking nice ass bike. But yeah, she's my dog, man.
Shout out to Neff.
Shout out to you, Neff. Fucking love you, dog.
Yeah, and she was really cool. It's the first time I met her. I really liked her.
Actually, that's not true. You actually met her at the Carnifex show.
Did I?
Yes.
And I didn't know it.
You didn't know.
Okay, well, I apologize.
It's all good, Dom.
But
because you have a picture with her. We all do.
Do I have a picture with her?
I'll show you the picture.
Okay, you guys show me the picture. But anyway, we meet her friends.
I met her on Tinder. Met her on Tinder because she wanted weed, and like this is how it happened. I met her on Tinder. We started talking. I was like, "Yo, I just want someone to talk to you. I'm not like looking for like no relationship or nothing. I'm just like I just want to talk to new people, new people." And she's like, "Bro, fucking same here." I'm like, "You smoke?" She's like, "Fuck yeah, I do." I'm like, "You like metal?" She's like, "Fuck yeah, I do." I'm like, "No wonder we match." And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to this Whitechapel show." She's like, "I'm gonna be there too." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I should bring some weed." She's like, "I'll give you some money if you bring me some weed." I was like, "Big bet." And that's how our friendship started.
Not that Zach sells or anything.
No. I'm gonna be honest, guys. The day for me is over. I'm on the track to getting all the THC out of my system because I want a good job.
There you go.
So I am on the. Yeah, it sucks, guys.
You see him, he's like twitching, lying on the floor, just crying.
Guys, you don't understand. Like, this really sucks. Like, I've never stopped smoking since I've started smoking.
I'm like getting a contact high from him sweating just right now.
Yeah, dude. I like you take my blood and it's like 85% THC. The rest of it's like plasma and water.
There you go. Okay, but then we get there and then we meet her friends.
Yeah,
which I forget.
Felix and Crystal.
Well, shout out to you guys because you guys
are fucking awesome.
Yeah, freaking, I loved you guys. And Crystal, the girl. My God, in the pits, man.
Dude,
she could hold her. I'm like,
I'm real. Crystal was the only person who I knew who could keep up with my dog Alexis.
Yeah. And
I've talked about Alexis before. Alexis, you know, she's my dog. I met her at a Bring Me Horizon show.
Is that Lings?
No, that's Katie.
Okay.
Katie, no, she doesn't much. She goes in that pit, she would get snapped in half.
She is a tiny gal.
But no, Alexis, man. When I met her, I was in the pit, and she's
the one who punched me
in the face.
Yeah,
busted my lip, and I started pouring out blood because of her. And after that moment, I was just like, "Damn, you're my dog."
Yeah.
And but no, Crystal, man, dude, I fucking watched her drop kick people in the knees, man.
Like, she was getting it.
Even Felix, dude, like I'm gonna be real, Felix, he's not no buff guy.
He was a tiny guy.
He's pretty skinny. No offense, Felix, you're kind of skinny.
I think he knows.
But that motherfucker whooped some ass, and he never got tired, dude.
No,
that dude just kept going, and got hard.
There you go.
Not like got hard, but he was going hard.
He probably got hard. I don't know.
Yeah, he probably did. Rock and roll makes me horny.
Yeah, just
for real.
But okay, so
shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. You guys were freaking awesome. You could party with us anytime.
Hell yeah. Let's do some Coke. I'm just kidding.
No. Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
But no, they were super awesome. So we get inside the venue, and you know, we're all just hanging out. I go get a drink, and you know, it's chill. They're playing music, getting ready and whatnot, and so I'm like, dude, I gotta piss. So this is where I'm gonna get to that, I'm like, oh jeez, dude, I gotta piss something severe. And the Orpheum bathrooms are like the most disgusting thing in the world.
No locking stalls.
So that's why I'm happy I'm a dude, so I just stand up and pee. I feel bad for all you women, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be real. Some women are like, fuck it, I'm not gonna be sit to that stereotype, and they stand up and pee. And some of them can actually manage to aim.
You do you, gal. But anyway, freaking I get into the first stall, and this they have stickers all over, you know, bands and stuff.
The fuck.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. But I look down at the top of the toilet, and guess what sticker was right there?
What sticker?
Freaking Lost Kid Gilligan sticker.
Bro, my tattoo artist?
Your tattoo artist.
Bro, that's fucking what's up.
The exact same sticker that I have on my computer right now with like the Zeus with his eyes coming off and like the bandana looking thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's Kyle's sticker. Like, did he put that on there? Did somebody else put that on there? Like,
you know, I asked him about that actually, because I went in there and saw it and I took a picture of it.
Did he finally respond to you?
Yeah, he put it in there. He put it in there about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. He's like, yeah, dude, I was in there like the other day, and he's like, I just fucking slapped that bitch on there.
That's what you gotta do, man.
That's funny.
That's pretty cool. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, would you look at that?
Advertising in the weirdest places.
Hey, you know, it catches your attention. And then before the show started, we ran into, you know, the merch booth is all in the back, and it's all the big bands, Traitors, Left Behind, you know, whoever, A.K.A. Strain.
A.K.A. Strain.
Freaking.
Which, by the way, killed it.
They were probably my favorite out of all of them, if you want my honesty.
I'm going to be real. Like, I love Chelsea Grin, and I went so hard. It was a great show, but they're crazy. Dude,
the lead singer was psycho, dude.
Dude, he was insane. He kept spitting water onto people. I'm like, that's not sanitary.
I just thought, I was like, can I just get a bottle of water, please? You're throwing a 32 pack.
He threw a whole fucking 24 pack in that bitch.
He did. Like, all the waters he had left, it was like probably 10 of them in the bag, and he just chucked
the whole thing.
Somebody caught it. They're like, yeah.
I will say, I thought it was interesting that he kept, you know, fucking spitting water into the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, I thought, first thing that went through my head was, that's not sanitary. And the second thing that went through my head is, I was full expecting him to, like, rip his shirt off like fucking Triple H.
Yeah.
That Triple H does when he enters in.
Yeah, from the ring and whatnot.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, this is great.
Oh, yeah. Then we freaking, when we get in there and we go around the merch table, we see this tiny little, probably self-set-up table right next to the bar. And we're like, what is this? It's probably one of the local bands. Yeah. And it was. They're a band called Murkov. Murkov, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Russian.
It is definitely Russian, but they're not Russian.
They're not. They're from Florida.
Yeah.
Sarasota.
Yeah, I was over hearing the guy talking to one of the other guys, and they're from Sarasota, Florida. And so he turned around. His name was John, I believe.
John, something J.
So,
call him JJ.
So he's the bassist for Murkov.
Yeah.
And I if you're listening to this, dude, I really apologize that we forgot your name.
Please forgive us.
Please forgive us. But you know, hey, he was probably the nicest, like coolest dude
I've ever met.
Very just like, you want to talk? Yeah, let's talk. Let's do it. You know, he was super cool. I
asked him, I was like, dude, if you don't mind, I want to like ask you a few questions. And he was 100% for it.
He's like, yeah, dude, let's talk.
Help y'all out. And I was like, damn, I fucking fuck with you.
So freaking shout out to Murkov, y'all. If go follow him on Facebook, go follow him on YouTube.
Tell him the Metal Hour sent you.
Yeah, please tell him the Metal Hour sent you. And I gotta say,
awesome.
We asked him a bunch of questions. You know, since they are like a smaller band, this isn't their job. You know, we asked him, like, you know, how do you find the time? Pretty much, because I'm sure you all work like full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And he's like, you just have to make the time. He's like, you have to, want it as much as you do. And if you want it that much, you will find time in your day to get together. He's like, I think there's 4 or 5 of them. I think there's 5 of them.
5 of them. And 4 of them work at the same fucking warehouse.
He said, usually we'll take our breaks together, or, we'll all leave at the exact same time and go out go play, go practice for a couple hours, then get up and go back to work again. He's like, you have to want it, you have to be willing to put the work in. And if you're not, it's not going to work out. And he said another thing is you have to promote. You know, you got to do everything you can, go to these lower shows, go to stuff like this.
But I'll say, that show wasn't a lower show. That was a pretty dope-ass show.
That show was pretty sick. I freaking love that show. And then they got on stage.
And they killed it. And their singer.
Dude, their vocalist was a scary looking dude. Scary. He was like a bigger, like, backwoods country looking boy.
For real.
And he was all like, Brah.
For real. And the guy from Left Behind, the singer from Left Behind, the guy that was
the
super
big
fat,
country dude.
Yeah, dude, had the ultimate stank face.
Oh yeah,
the ultimate fucking stank face. I gotta talk to him, and I even asked him about it, and he didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
When I asked him about his stank face, he didn't know what to say, but it was brutal.
Yeah,
like, it was a mixture between Southern pride hate and like fucking constipation, and it was like the perfect mixture of brutality.
Yeah.
And when I just want to clarify, when I say Southern pride hate, I'm just saying like they're from the South, like down south. Like if you hear him talk, he sounds like he's from Plant City or like Alabama.
Down.
And like even one of their songs is called Southern Pride. They're very, very Southern people.
Yeah.
But they're death metal. It's weird.
It worked though. I liked it.
I liked it a lot.
I didn't
expect him to go on there with his camo shirt, boots, and fucking.
He looked like he just got off the field, and he was like,
he looked like he could have went mudding or something. I was just like, this is not what I'm expecting.
It's like when you got a metal show at 8, but you got to tend to the cows at 9. You know, it's like,
for real.
So they were pretty cool. Murkoff was freaking awesome. I really liked them. They were. I didn't get a chance to buy any merch, which I was so freaking pissed because I wanted to support them. I really did. So next time, Murkoff,
you guys got like any online store or something like that?
Yeah, something we could probably buy something.
In the description.
Let us
give
know.
You our money.
Yeah. And so let's talk about the bands that went up and how we what we got from them. Then we'll talk about what pissed us off. Okay, so we already talked about Left Behind and Murkoff. Traitors, they went hard. Dude, the freaking vocalist for Traitors looked like a buff Brendan Fraser. You know, he's like, I was like, that dude's a monster.
That or like Baron Corbin from WWE.
Right.
Like he just like the dude with long hair. Long hair.
Oh yeah.
And like the dude just, oh my god, the energy he had was like 1,000, over 9,000, power level over 9,000. Like this dude was just full throttle all the way, and it was awesome.
I gotta talk to him a little bit.
It was awesome.
But the merch table, there's not a lot of space, so people were getting crowded, so I couldn't get a chance to talk to him. But he definitely said, I was like, hey, you fan of podcast stuff? We got this. So he's like, yeah, man, yeah, I got you. Just send it to us, yada yada yada. So we gotta definitely send him our link and whatnot. Dude was like the nicest dude in the world too. He was super nice. And so then freaking your band Spite comes up. I'm gonna let you go off on that because you know them a lot better. But the vocalist for them,
as soon as Darius came on the stage, bro, like he didn't
into it.
He didn't give anyone time to like breathe or take a second that hey, the band just got on stage. As soon as he got on stage, boom. They opened up with fucking, if I'm not mistaken, I.E.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god. Oh my god.
And what I like the best too is when he would get into it, he'd take the microphone away and just start screaming into the crowd. Yeah. And then the breakdown would just start hitting.
For real, he fucking does his old like little psycho-ass like twitches with his head and his hands and like dude, he's so great. I'm gonna be honest. If I was gay and into men, I would want to have his children. For real. Like, that dude, like,
just did anyway.
For real, like, that dude's like, he's an animal.
It was
like,
awesome.
It was just full-fledged, full brutality. Like, soon as Spike Hole came on, fucking Spike Hole motherfucker, it's like, the whole room moved.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as soon as they came on, the pit grew 1,000 times, and there was no person standing still.
No, everybody went off. There was pits starting in the middle, in the front, in the back.
Everywhere. It was fucking insane. It was fucking insane. It was great. I loved it. Every moment.
Then freaking the Katie Strain came on.
And
that vocalist, dude, he was... Not only was he a monster on the vocals, but he was a goofball.
He really fucking was.
He was taking water, throwing it in the crowd, just
fucking
like...
spraying waters on people.
He was having fun with it, but the one thing I really appreciated from him was the speech.
Oh, I thought you were going to say his little moonwalk.
Did he moonwalk?
Yeah.
I didn't see him moonwalk.
Yeah, dude. Like, he turned his back, and, like, I think the little girl who was on stage doing the camera and everything,
yeah,
he looked at her, and he went like this, and did, like, a little moonwalk, and then turned around back on the crowd, and did the breakdown. It was the fucking coolest little...
I didn't remember that, but that's pretty cool,
dude,
man.
He was just having so much fun.
But mid-concert, he kind of brought the room down, and...
That speech.
Something, he had a speech, which is something that you and I talk about a lot, that he pretty much said. Basically, he was talking about how, he's like, I'm sorry that I'm smiling on the stage, guys. He's like, I know it's supposed to be a brutal show. We're not supposed to be happy. He's like, I just can't help it. He's like, I just decided that, my life... he's like, I was an angry person. He's like, I hated everything. I wanted nothing to do with anybody. But then I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore, man.
Life's too short.
He's like, life is too short.
Angry.
Yep, life's too short to make yourself angry. And he's like, I just found things that, it made me feel better. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be happier. He's like, I'm going to change my life around. I'm going to be happier. And he was telling people, he's like, look, there's no problem with talking to people. That's why we have friends. He's like, that's why we have everybody in here. He's like, the crowd. He's like, we got everybody in here. Everybody here, what he said, are all psychos. He's like, we're all psychos, and that's okay because, we have somebody we can talk to. He's like, don't feel ashamed. Don't feel bad. It's okay to seek help, to want to better yourself.
And it's okay to be happy.
Yeah.
And he also went on saying, that it is okay to, smile. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to embrace joy. He's like, he went on to say, that if he could make everyone smile in this room, then he knows that he's doing his job. He's like, yes, it's supposed to be a brutal show, but the reason why we smile is not because, we're happy, but because we are happy in regards to what we're doing. Like, he's like, yes, this is brutal, but I want you guys to have fun.
Yeah.
I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. I want you guys to smile and realize that you guys are in a safe place where we can punch and kick and have whatever fucking brutality
and everybody
fun
just
ever.
Hugs at the end of it,
Exactly. And that's something that we talked about countless times. It's shit that I've been saying since I could fucking remember. And, like, to hear him say that was powerful.
Yeah. To hear, one of the top, metal bands, and this lead singer, basically the, quote, leader, if you would, come out and be like, look, it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. It's okay to be happy while listening to our stuff because that's what we want you to do. We want you to be happy. We want you to have a good time. And I got thousands of times more respect for that band. Acadia Strain, props to you. Props to the singer. I don't remember your name. I apologize. But,
I don't know his name either.
But hey, all to you. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys got a fan. So, and then the headliners came.
Chelsea Grin.
Which, I will be honest with you, they did a really good job, but
fucking Pablo!
That concert was so freaking long, dude.
It was.
It was like, 5 hours?
You know why?
Why?
Forced encores. But we'll get into that in a second.
Mm-hmm. But they did a phenomenal job. I just feel like the reason I didn't feel as good with them is because the concert was starting to take a lot longer, and the energy of the whole crowd was starting to die
down. But they brought it back up when they played Skin Deep. her. It's me.
You know, so yeah, that was really cool, and we got to talk to Pablo actually.
Fucking love Pablo.
Like, he was in a rush, so we had to,
make it quick. But I fucking love that man.
Yeah, we showed him Metal Hour. He said, "Oh yeah, just tag me on Twitter." And so
if any of you have a Twitter, tell him to look at us because I don't have Twitter.
I ain't got Twitter yet. Well, we're working on it.
We're working on that.
But that was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed seeing them.
They literally played my favorite song ever by them live, and it was my first time hearing it live by them.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Skin Deep is a fucking really strong, powerful song, and they got to play it live. They played Play With Fire. They opened up with Reincarnate, and I was just like, fuck yes, this everything. I came in my pants 4 times over. I was sticky. It was a sticky situation.
I like it, dude. I like it.
It was great.
But that was all the good stuff. Let's talk about something that got a little out of hand while we were there. I don't have a problem with moshing. I don't have a problem with you having fun. But you and I did not mosh once, which I was surprised about because I wanted to. I really did. But the amount of crowd killers that were in that freaking pit pissed me off. Like, literally, they were literally... And crowd killers, they'll stay on the edge of the crowd and start swinging and whatnot. And you're like, all right, whatever, pit wall. We'll just push you back, yada, yada, yada. But they literally started running into the crowd, jumping into the crowd, punching in the crowd when they landed in there. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Who in the world are you, dude?
There's... I'm going to be real. I don't hate crowd killers. I understand them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for them, but I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I understand. And I understand that there is a place for everyone.
Yeah.
And there is a place for crowd killers. And granted, at that particular show, yes, I was full-fledged expecting to see some crowd killers.
But not everybody.
But they took it way too far.
Yeah.
In regards to the fact that there's a pit. The pit is the designated area for people to have brutalic fun. All right? The wall of the pit, everyone knows what the wall is. The wall is for the people who are going to brace themselves to basically keep the crowd killers from branching out.
Yeah.
And basically,
the wall keeps the moshers in.
Yeah, keeps the moshers in, keeps them from flying everywhere. And, we are the first line of defense for the people who aren't focused on the pit, whose backs are turned
and trying to enjoy the show.
That's the whole purpose of the people of the wall. And people of the wall all know. Fist tight, elbow out, lock your knees, give them a fucking
little jabby jab.
Little jabby jab, And no, these motherfuckers were literally launching themselves full speed, full-fledged into the crowd and then punching.
When they landed on people, started...
And just beating the fuck out of people.
I got hit in the side by the dude with the dreads. He started pissing me off. I was this close from
Rip his dreads out.
I almost did. When I threw him back in, I had a handful in and just threw him. I got so freaking pissed. Did you see the guy whose wife got hit?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so... I'll tell you this.
He's at every show. His wife always gets hit.
Yeah.
I don't understand. She's just like a fucking fist magnet. Maybe
my
they
thing
should hit
is,
the wall.
I can understand both sides of it because the crowd killer was killing, and the guy got pissed that his wife got hit. I can see both sides. Crowd killer
shouldn't have had his wife on the edge like that.
That's what I'm getting at. The crowd killer did go a little too far, but the dude should have known if you're gonna be in the wall, you're gonna get hit. So back your wife up. To where she won't get hit, or you can block it, or do whatever. But if you don't do that, that's on you, dude. Don't get pissed at the other dude for doing what he's gonna do, and don't get pissed because you didn't defend who you wanted to defend. My fiance, she's gone to many concerts, and thank God that she didn't go to this one, because I probably would have left. I probably would have, because if somebody touched her, man, I would have gone off. And so. So my thing is, the lady got... I don't even think she got hit. She probably got pushed or something because she looked okay.
She got hit.
She got hit? Okay. No, she got hit.
She got hit in the back of the head. Like right here?
Yeah.
But for from the way it looked, it didn't hit her full fledged. Like it was like
it probably just like caught her off guard. Didn't even really hurt her because I looked at
it. It spilled her beer.
Yeah, I got so much beer spilled on me, dude. Like my whole left side was full of beer.
I was drenched in beer.
Like
because of that one fucker who just kept charging us.
Yeah, the big guy. I think he's in like a white shirt.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit.
And so that it was hard to enjoy the concert when you're trying to consistently look over your shoulder for a crowd killer. You're like, look.
Got to the point where we moved from the wall and we moved up front.
Yeah, then even the wall, then even the pit opened up front, and then crowd killers started happening in there. So I just moved to the side.
For a minute there, the front pit was fine.
Yeah,
the front pit was a shove pit, and then they were like, "Hey guys, look, they're having a good time. Let's go ruin it."
Yeah,
punch, punch, kick, kick, stab, stab, stab.
I was like, "Come on, dude."
It was, and I'm gonna be honest, you know me. You've been to the shows that I go to. I love to mosh.
Yeah,
I love moshing. There hasn't been a single show that I've never moshed at. This is literally the first fucking show I didn't mosh.
Yeah.
My sole purpose of going to the show was to fucking mosh.
Yeah.
Was to mosh my little fucking heart out. Hopefully maybe get a black eye and give some too.
Yeah.
That was my goal. But no. It was not. No. It was not enjoyable. Because not only was the crowd killers not even crowd killing properly. They were targeting people purposely.
Yeah.
And going on mosh etiquette, if we're going to take it back to a few of our episodes, one thing that we don't do in mosh pits is target people. Mm-hmm. A mosh pit is for us to push, have fun, do whatever we want, even crowd kill. But we don't crowd kill and target people. Once you start targeting people, that's not moshing, that's assault.
Yeah.
And people can see that. All eyes are on you. Everyone can see that. And that's how you get targeted. And, you know, it was... what sucked about this particular show is 85% of all the crowd killers drank the same kind of fucking dumb Bumby juice or whatever, and had the great idea to literally target and attack people who weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Who were purposely just trying to have a good time. Like, I literally watched a guy go behind a guy who was moshing and fucking kick him in his legs to knock him down.
Yeah.
One thing we don't do in a pit is fall. If you fall, you immediately pick that person up. Immediately. Yeah. Because something serious could happen. That person could actually seriously get hurt inside of a pit on the ground.
Yeah.
Seriously injured. Even possibly killed. Because no one's paying attention and you can get trampled.
It's happened.
The dude purposely dropped him so he would fall on the ground. You don't do that. There's no respect.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened, but there was no respect. There was no love. Even the guy from the Crane of Strain, he even told everyone, he's like, I know that there's crowd killers out here and everything. I know that you guys want to do your thing. But for this song, just for this song, I want it to be a huge push pit. Yeah, I want everyone to just push. Everyone to have a good time and enjoy the show. Because not only did the people saw it, but the fucking bands were seeing what was going on.
Yeah.
And he even fucking said something. And you know what? The push pit started. It was the most amazing thing ever. But it only lasted about 30 seconds until the crowd killers were like, fuck this, and started crowd killing again. And then the vibe, the energy and everything just diminished.
Yeah.
I mean, a band can only do so much to hype up a crowd. But if the crowd isn't doing their part to, you know, help everyone out as a whole, it just ruins everything.
Right.
And like that, I'm gonna be honest, that was one of the biggest fucking... I don't even know what to say about that.
It was like, just...
It was terrible.
It was crazy, and
like, I don't hate crowd killing, but fuck, man, you don't do those things.
There's rules to it, and if you can't follow those rules, you shouldn't be doing it. So
you shouldn't, because next time I'm gonna be real. I had my steel-toe boots on, and I started fucking kicking the fucking shit out of people.
Yeah.
Who kept doing that shit. And I mean, this one fat guy came up to me, and try to backhand me. I kicked him right so hard in his fucking kneecap, he didn't even come anywhere close to our side of the pit.
Yeah.
Never stayed close to our side of the pit. He stayed over there. Mm-hmm. I know he got hurt.
Yeah.
I kicked him hard, man. I don't play that shit anymore.
Nah, man.
I got my new crowd killing boots. I'll fucking fuck up any motherfucker who tries to do that shit. I teach respect. Welcome to the school of pain.
You think someone gets a roundhouse kick with these babies on?
Oh yeah. Welcome Roadhouse.
Rex Quando.
No, seriously, man. I do. I got my steel toe boots and I kick the fuck out of that kid.
Do what you gotta do, man.
I don't have one now.
I think I remember we're gonna get out of here because we're going pretty far over, but I think we should start selling merch that is like I remember you and I talked about. It's like Crowd Killers Killer, or my favorite one is Crowd Killers Die First.
Crowd Killers Die First.
And we should have a shirt that says Mosh Etiquette and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 and just all the rules. All the rules, man.
Yeah. I would buy that shirt.
I freaking love that. So, hey, that was a pretty long one, probably our longest one to date. But hey, we talked about a lot of great stuff. Ginger's coming with Suicide Silence. We came as Romans. Devil Wears Prada Gideon. Mayhem Fest is returning. Bad Omens Dethroned. Our brutal music videos. Mine was Disturbs The Asylum.
And mine was The Infinite Annihilator.
No, we said Annihilator.
I'm just kidding. It was fucking Dying Fetus.
Dying Fetus, yep. And then our trip to the show, who we met, and everybody. Murkov, big love to you guys.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Felix,
freaking awesome.
Crystal. Shout out to Neff.
Dude, just everybody was super cool and made kind of like a tough concert to go to a lot more fun, more enjoyable.
Yeah, you guys really did make it what it was.
The guy who, freaking asked us for an acid plug. He was a nice guy. They were pretty cool.
Bro, I fucking remember that. He's like, do you know where to get acid?
And we're like,
no.
Maybe over there.
Question mark?
But hey, big love to everybody that we met. If we met you and we didn't remember your name or didn't say you,
we're sorry.
You did not go underappreciated. We loved every single one of you. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for taking the time. And big love to you guys. As always, you can check us out on our social media. Facebook for right now. We're getting Twitter and Instagram eventually. But Facebook, The Metal Hour. You can even contact us at TheMetalHour1. That's the number 1 at gmail.com. Just follow us on YouTube as well. Subscribe, like it, notification bell, whichever you like. And as always, I am Dominic Gard.
I'm Zach Hart.
And we will catch you guys next time. Stay metal out there.
Stay metal. Peace.